Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hot Mic Show. I'm Austen Alexander. Usually, I would be here accompanied by my co-host, or my host, Sara. But she is at work, so unfortunately, we're going to have to do without her today. On December 11th, hopefully you're having an incredible day. Hopefully it's snowing wherever you are. Haven't seen snow in a while. I miss the snow. From Alabama, normally we would get snow like maybe half the time a year, but haven't seen snow in a long time since I've been to California. Today we're doing a Q&A. Okay, I asked the people on Instagram if they would ask me some questions, what they want to know about me, anything. So we're going to dive right into it. So here goes. Would you re-enlist? I would not. And it's not because I have something against the military. It's just because I did 7 years. I got out for a reason, and that's to kind of have more freedom. And that's something you give up when you join the military is freedom. You give up a lot of freedom because everything that you do, pretty much you have to request it. And they restrict your liberty sometimes. Like, let's say, for example, now, like if I was on a ship, no ports, no liberty because of the coronavirus. And just things that I've dealt with over the last 7 years that I was in the Navy would cause me not to re-enlist. So hopefully that answers your question. What's your favorite sport? I like all kinds of sports. I like performance sports. I really like watching, sitting back and drinking a beer and watching a football game. But probably to play, it would be basketball. Yeah, I played basketball in high school, and I enjoy the sport. What kind of music are you into? Anything that I could sleep to or work out to? So I could work out to anything like along the lines of metal to rap. I listen to a lot of rap because it's fast-paced and it's got a good beat kind of to work out to. Anything I can sleep to. John Mayer or like Jack Jameson, artists like that. Something slow. I like Bedtime Beats playlist on Apple Music. It's really good. If there was no Navy, what other branch would you have decided to go to? Probably the Marine Corps. Yep. When I joined, I didn't know a lot about the military, and I joined the Navy because I like the uniforms a lot. So probably the Marine Corps, yeah, because of their stance on fitness. They take it very seriously, a lot more serious than the Navy does. And their programs are a lot more excelled. Like you can do Marine Corps martial arts. You can do, they have a combat fitness test along with I believe it's a PFT. Yeah, something like that. But Marines. I'm listening to the Navy. Thanks for being so cool. Thank you so much. Sorry, I forgot to answer. I forgot to tell who asked these. So that was Gabe. And then you have Devin asked, if there's no Navy, what branch would you go into? And then Nicole asked me a favorite sport, and Jalen asked me if I would re-enlist. Tim asked me what kind of music I'm into. Next question. Brian, grow a huge, luscious lumberjack beard. That's the plan. Chris asked, what happened to becoming a Navy diver? So if you guys don't know, I originally contracted in the Navy to be an ND or Navy diver, and I did not pass the final in-water procedure in Great Lakes. So it takes a lot of preparation, a lot of time. It's a very cutthroat program. So if you do something wrong, you're either going to be disqualified or medically dropped for something like stress fractures or something like that. It's a very cutthroat program. So that's why I'm not a Navy diver. Is your podcast still on Apple Podcasts? Yes, it is. I don't post podcasts anymore because the workload was building up. YouTube, along with the Hot Mic Show, along with the podcast. It was a lot to keep up with. So hopefully once we get this system down, then I will start podcasting again. I enjoy it. What is the earliest you can enlist in the Navy? It is 17. And I believe you can go to boot camp, and if you turn 18 by a certain time, then you can enlist and go to boot camp at age 17. I believe that's correct. Have you ever been pepper sprayed? Yes, I have. In Lackland Air Force Base in 2014, I was OC sprayed, which is oleresin capsicum. It's a very spicy pepper spray, and it sucks. I'm going to be honest. It feels like they spray you. You have to go through this course. You have to use a baton and takedown maneuvers and mechanical advantage control holds and stuff that they teach in the Navy law enforcement. And it sucks. Right when you try to open your eyes, it feels like somebody's jabbing you with a screwdriver. Next question from Eton. Your face is looking good. What do you use to help with your acne? I took Accutane when I was probably 15 or 16. It cleared my face up a lot. It cleared my back up a lot. But over the years, my back still gets minor breakouts. My face does not. I wash my face with something called Tige Hanley for men. And I just take better care of myself. like when I was 14, 15, of course, I didn't shower every day. I would go play. I'd be sweaty. And when I was going through puberty, my face was bad. You guys could probably see the scarring right here. And now it doesn't because I attribute a lot of my complexion to Accutane. It helped a lot, which is a very aggressive treatment. It's a pill or oral tablet you take, and it worked. Lots of side effects, but it worked. Let's see. From Noah, do you want to propose to Sarah? If so, in like 1 or 2 or 3 years? 2 or 3 years for sure. Yeah, I have a lot to handle right now. I'm still trying to get the wheels turning, get my feet moving as a civilian. And yeah, maybe in 2 or 3 years. We'll see. From M. Delgado, any advice for someone joining Air Force after college? Yes, become an officer. If you join after college and you went to college, you have your degree, obviously, hopefully, join as an officer. I don't have much experience in the Air Force, but there are lots of different jobs you can go into. Let's say you got your degree in kinesiology. You can go be an officer that has nothing to do with kinesiology. They're just interested in you having that degree. Hopefully that answers your question. Can you go to boot camp when you are 17? From Brandon? Yes, you can. Yes, I believe so. Yeah. Question from Shauna. Does height of the opposite sex bother you? I'm 6 feet tall and it bothers the guy I'm seeing. Well, if I would imagine so, yeah, because it's a masculinity thing. I think, in traditional relationships, the man is taller, and more brawny or whatever, but nobody's going to say you can't be with him because he's shorter than you. If it bothers him and he truly loves you, it won't bother him as much. Trust me. I've been with girls that are 5'2", and I've been with girls that are like 5'7", like Sarah, so it doesn't really bother me a whole lot. Of course, if a girl was taller than me, I was attracted to her, I wouldn't let it bother me. Hopefully that helps. From Marissa, always white front to back. Very valuable. Agreed. Especially for girls. Question from Grant. What is the most you've ever lifted? It depends on what you're talking about. Squat, bench, or deadlift. Deadlift, I think, is 540 pounds, or maybe 550, 560. Squatted, 470. This was a while ago. I don't really do a lot of super heavy powerlifting anymore. I just tend to go more towards bodybuilding. It helps me relieve stress a lot more. Bench, right around 315. I'm not a heavy bencher. Question from H. Riate. Has Sarah injected you with a syringe before? That's a very odd question. Yes, I'm just kidding. No, not that I can think of. No, she's never technically been my nurse in the hospital. So, no. Question from Gavin. What's your favorite Christmas tradition? Favorite Christmas tradition is sitting around, relaxing, not worrying about anything, and watching a good Christmas movie. I love Home Alone. I love Elf. It's a great movie. And just, of course, enjoying Christmas movie with the ones that you care about. Those are my favorite memories. Question from Devin. What's the best memory you have with the Navy? It's a hard question. I have a lot of different memories. Probably the happiest memory, I actually teared up a little bit, is when we were pulling in from port, after 7 months of being on deployment. And all of a sudden, your aircraft carrier, we were pulling into San Diego. And the aircraft carrier, behind it comes a fleet of jet skis. It was like 15 jet skis. And they all had American flags and signs that said, welcome home. And they came around. Of course, I was sitting at parade rest, looking over the ship on the flight deck. And you just see the fleet of jet skis and people cheering and everybody on the aircraft carrier just clapping and cheering. It was a very, very fond memory. I started tearing up because it was good to see people that were so welcoming and saying, come back home. We missed you. It was a really good feeling. Question from Preston. We got 2 more questions after this. Question from Preston. Cajun or jalapeno? That's a hard question. I don't know. I like jalapenos. I get them on my Subway, my Firehouse sandwiches, so I have to probably go with jalapeno. I don't ever hardly order any Cajun stuff. Question from Ant516. This is not a question, but one day, can you civilian try Navy fitness? That is a question. Can you do civilian tries Navy fitness? Yeah, I'm sure. One of these days. I'm working on a separate vlog channel that will be starting here maybe next year, mid next year sometime. So yeah, I would like to do it. What was your dream job when you were a kid? This is from Mr. Jared. It was a police officer. I used to always dress up every Halloween as a police officer, and I don't know. I guess I like the uniform. I like the badge, and that was my dream job when I was a kid. Last question from Goddess of Seoul. I'm guessing that's South Korea. Thoughts about COVID shenanigans and staying home? COVID shenanigans. Very odd. I don't agree with the way the government's trying to shut down the economy. I know that's probably going to offend a lot of you, but businesses need to stay open. It's their livelihood. A lot of businesses have already closed because of coronavirus, and I'm sure their owners committed suicide. So I say keep the economy open. If you don't want to take on the risk of COVID, let that be in the hands of the people. That's my thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed them. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Vlogmas December 11th. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching the Hot Mic Show. Sarah really enjoys being on this channel and chatting with you guys and making videos. When we first met, I had to beg her to be in front of the camera, and now she begs me. So it's really good. She's gained a lot of confidence from it. She used to not be the most confident person, but I'm trying to instill some more confidence in her. So if you like the video, hit the like button, and we'll see you tomorrow, December 12th on Vlogmas. This is the Hot Mic Show. I'm Austen Alexander. We'll see you next time.